Insanity is the central theme of the game. MIA's Paper Planes is perfect because it talks about the superfluous act of stacking cash, and we always associate this type of music with these type of people, as silly as that is.
You're crazy, Jay! I learned from the best!
Don't forget that line for me.
I like this phone. This is a nice phone.
And there he is, one of the best villains in recent times, so charismatic and funny, but also terrifying. Not to mention, Michael Mondo is a beautiful man.
You two white boys, you look very expensive. And that's good because I like expensive things.
Nothing fetches a better price than the possibility of humanity, no?
You thought you had your finger.
I know Jay's probably shitting bricks right now, but I can't help but notice that Voss has got good hand technique.
Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Get you every time, man.
And again, it's these little things that make us wish that Voss was the central villain of the game and not Hoyt. Hoyt is so far removed from the simple things like this that makes him feel less compelling. Early hints of Sintra with her right on the wall.
I can't find Lisa and Riley and the others without you.
Oh, who's gonna tell him?
Never should have made that jump alone.
And don't forget that, we always gotta have others or we'll get lost.
We're gonna find him, we're gonna free the others, and then we're going home.
Surprise neck wound. God, it hurts me so much every time I see it. I don't know anything about Grant other than he wants to help, but that's enough.
No! Stay with me, Grant!
Jay holding on for his brother's life against all better judgment is beautiful.
I like that. No, I respect that.
How nice of him after murdering his brother.
If the jungle doesn't eat you up alive, I will.
That line. People ask why Voss doesn't just kill Jason when he had so many chances. All I gotta say is some people are horrible and want to toy with the preciousness of life, and other people make YouTube videos. God, this theme is so beautiful. Every time I hear it, I feel so empowered. Dennis to the rescue.
Follow the path, and you will find the answer.
We can only hope, right?
Insanity.
The instant Dennis says insanity, we hear the thumping in the score, building the tension, and the pressure releases in the music as he smiles.
I know who you are, Jason. You are a warrior.
Almost nothing stronger than confirmation bias.
So you'll help me?
No, you can only help yourself. I'm going to free you.
I love that. I feel like Dennis sometimes when I make these videos for you guys.
You want to save your brother, right?
I've never shot anyone before.
So you can stab a man in the neck, but we draw the line at shooting them?
What do they say in America? There's the first time for everything.
Also, nothing stronger than relating a phrase to your upbringing. Let us not forget this game came out in 2012, and it still looks so beautiful.
With each tattoo, a skill is mastered.
Would it be awesome if it was that easy to learn something? Let me just scar my arm and boom, I can now slide while running.
The tattoo will help them to trust you.
Tatao, red bandanas, yellow jackets, same thing, right?
We are all equal, Jason. The difference lies in those who do not act. That is the difference.
We're all just performers in a way, so if you're not happy, start a new act on your own. If you build it, they will come. Ah, freaky, but better than surprise neck wound.
Bernhard here, or in and out, as the case may be. Set us up with a couple of cave mushrooms.
That cute little dance.
The girl must live, for you and me both.
For whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee.
Leap of faith.
I can't believe Jason's an assassin now.
I'm there to take care of you.
Jason gets dosed with some type of drug that gets his mind racing. He jumps from Lisa's beauty to her being upset with him to Grant's final words. He's forced down the rabbit hole of his mind, and until he finds what he needs, only then do things feel normal again. If you ever find yourself spiraling, just look as hard as you can for what you need.
What did I do with the burgers? Oh yes. I finished them off. I need a couple of minutes to prepare.
Me with these videos. The attention to detail of her eyes darting between Jason's makes her feel so real.
Whoever did this, whoever killed Grant, deserves to die.
Woo! Let's start the vicious cycle again.
I want you to say Mom, Dad.
Dad, I love you. I want to go home.
I mean, pretty much the same thing, right?
Okay, we are in the presence of a lady actress.
Fuck you.
Not so excited about this role, is she?
Without family, who the fuck are we?
Another reason we love Voss, for as insane as he is, he knows the one thing that can ground each and every one of us.
Like they fucking think that I need to make a fucking choice. By the way, this lighter really sucks.
To go from his mind spilling out to critiquing the small lighter is so funny. And you're right, the lighter does suck, because in a way, it's the reason you die later.
So much for poetics.
That's a layered-ass line, all because of that poetic justice the lighter serves later.
Traffic control.
He's not wrong.
We did it!
It's really jarring and concerning seeing Jason starting to have fun with jungle life. Hits home even better put up to Lisa's reaction.
I'm priming the ignition.
Is that even a thing?
Jason, that's how Lisa felt when you told her to jiggle the key.
Do they teach you to speak without permission in America?
No, I learned that in France.
Ouch. Jason did not know his audience.
He took my brother.
Of course it wasn't until Jason mentions his brother that Citra feels the need to help him.
Citra saw the fire in you.
That goofy ass smile. You only smile like that when you're in love.
Riley!
Water is normally used to wash away and cleanse, so when it drops out, the shutter speed is altered for a moment, and it really makes us disoriented, just like Jason is on this trip. Also, we got a man in a white suit that Jason is about to be chasing, just like Alice with the white rabbit. Forgot how weird Far Cry 3 got sometimes, and I love it. Wouldn't be nearly as weird if they used it all the time, so I'm glad they use it sparingly on important moments.
Snow White escapes from Voss's prison camp.
There are so many parallels between Snow White and the story told here, it's awesome. Voss being the huntsman that can't kill Jason, our Snow White. There are 7 friends at the start, just like the dwarves. Hoyt is the envious queen, but after Voss's death, the roles are all shifted slightly, with Hoyt being Snow White and Jason the jealous, angry queen. Proved by him lacing himself up in Hoyt's gear to try and get close to kill him. There are so many more parallels, but I'll leave those for you to ponder.
All in.
Jason doesn't even look at his cards, just goes all in, just like he did following Dennis and Citra to get his revenge / save his friends.
You have 10 seconds to tell me who you are before I remotely detonate the C4 under the table and this whole place explodes like a pop bottle.
Jesus!
I doubt it.
That's good.
Thing is, the real patriot doesn't just put his hand on his heart while holding a hot dog at the ball game. That's a gosh darn cakewalk, pardon my French. The real patriot suckles at the teat of Lady Liberty. Upon hearing of the death of a brother at war, the real patriot asks, "Did we win?" And then rejoices at the pronouncement of victory. So, are you a real patriot or one of those Walt Whitman hippies who cries when the jean store runs out of pocket squares?
That was a lot, but you gotta admire that he knows exactly how to articulate what he wants from those around him.
I get what I want, and we learn more about your friends. Capiche? I feel like that's only an Italian thing. Only Italians can say that. It's like spraying furniture gold. You know what I mean?
No freaking clue, but it was funny. Sadly, because copyright, I can't play the song. But damn, is this song so awesome to listen to while burning down these wheat fields. Don't deny you felt some type of way when you and Jason started using the flamethrower. I had to play it without the song, and it just was not the same.
Those Germans, what can I say? They know how to light stuff on fire.
Am I allowed to laugh at that?
There's a reason I have the American flag in here. In here, there's society, there's order. Out there, the jungle, the synapses in our brains go dark little by little. You forget where you're from, who you are.
Yeah.
Or you find out exactly who you are.
Therefore, I would like it if you gave a fuck about Jason Brody. Okay, Hoyt. Okay. All right. Fantastic. I'm really loving this weather.
This reminds me of the last time we saw Voss, screaming his head off until he calmed about the shit ladder. They're both just as insane as each other.
I know what they cost the mine.
Explains why he didn't blow up like the others.
Thanks for saving me. Hey, nice tats, man.
I love Ollie. We should all try to be more like Ollie every once in a while.
Ollie, you would have been sold right into slavery afterward, even if he'd paid.
Shit. Man, this is some heavy shit, man.
Because ignorance is bliss.
Oh, I'm as high as a kite and the greenhouse is on fire.
Sure, whatever.
I'm building a cross for Grant.
Oh, that's beautiful. The Far Cry 3 coming in as Jason is forced to take a moment to reflect on what got his journey started truly in the first place.
So his name is Buck, and he lacks the
Careful what you wish for, Jason.
It's not my birthday. She must be Christmas.
Ew, is he saying that he sees Jason as his next Keith? Clever, but gross.
He said his name was...
I feel bad for laughing, but come on, it was a little funny, no?
You're hysterical.
Ah, they must have not told that one in France.
Bring me what has been lost.
It's so interesting that Jason remembers Citra saying this in conjunction with seeing the knife. She never asked for the knife in particular, but Jason connects the two. Stay with me. Jason calls it a knife, Buck calls it art. It's a beautiful representation about how we either will attribute deep meaning or practical use to something. Anything, really. But beyond that, my favorite part is what Citra lost was someone to love, and she's hoping that Jason can bring that back to her through his journey of defeating Voss. We know he means kill, but maybe to her he meant bring him back into the Rakyat family. We can always change, but at the end we gotta have someone to love. And what I love right now is this knife and the importance placed on it, and it got me to think, as silly as that sounds. If I lost you, no worries. Let's carry on.
Are you kidding me?
We're quickly learning that Jason is not a fan of jokes.
Jason. Don't get your knickers in a twist. I'm not playing the bloody game you are. I'm just a spectator here. I expect a good show, eh?
Me every time someone is angry with how a video game turned out.
It smells like sulfur. That or I have really bad BO.
Probably both, my friend.
This guy was really crazy.
For sure, but don't we all want to build something that's gonna outlast us? Holy fuck, I'm claustrophobic, so this scene didn't get me over that fear, but damn, it really scared me.
Can you imagine getting shivved by this?
Be careful what you wish for.
No, actually, what I said was, Keith could leave with you, but you're not going anywhere.
Keeping your word. The scene changing to what I feel like is a dance floor is super cool. When we choreograph fights like this, it's always related to more of a dance than a real fight. And even better, since all Buck wants is a performance out of those around him. Testimony by him playing with Jason while looking for the compass and his fucked up treatment of Keith. They're also on a checkerboard, which is an awesome reminder of all the things we sacrifice to win in a game of chess/life. Jason's slowly sacrificing everything he was to save his friends. Buck sacrificing his basic human decency to get a nut. And it's just pretty, so there you go. And that sound design on the stab is top notch. We'll always be moving where we draw the line in the sand. It's so funny, I keep reading this quote to derive something more than just that one line I just said, and I stumbled across a quote by Martin Gardner who cautions the reader that there is not always intended symbolism in the Alice books, which were made for the imagination of children and not the analysis of mad people. So if these videos make me mad, I'm happy to be insane.
Boss and Hoyt, those motherfuckers.
Nice and quick way of telling us he's not saying this out loud by using the black vignette.
Long ago, there was a lotus pond filled with clean water, but a giant lived beneath the pond's surface, devouring any who came to its edge. And the warrior raised his dagger. He cut the giant's head clean off its body.
It's very obvious that this is representative of what Jason is going through, but it's also representative of how cyclical and simple life could be. We are all Jason in our own little way.
Prove you are worthy of the Tatao. Help us free our captive warriors, and I will give you the power you desire.
And just as I said, it's cyclical. Citra said he'd have the power after he got back what was lost, and now the line in the sand has moved.
Jason, you miss me?
More than you know.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy. And then I started seeing it everywhere I looked. Everywhere I looked, all these fucking pricks. Everywhere I looked, doing the exact same fucking thing. It's like water under the bridge. Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah. That's about all I gotta say about that.
Did I ever tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah, but thank you for showing me the true definition. Story time. I actually played the Mad Hatter and Cheshire Cat for a stage play, and this game was just an awesome reminder of that wonderful time in my life. But also, through playing this game, I feel like I finally understand Alice in Wonderland just a bit more. Poetic.
Luck favors you, my friend.
Yes, it does. Thank God Dennis has good trigger discipline, waving that gun around like that on Jason.
What was that saying, Dennis? There's a first time for everything.
Well. How the turntables...
Leave us.
Oh damn, okay Jason, recognizing your power and importance.
The warrior returns from the land of the dead.
Brought you a souvenir.
You should open a gift shop for the Rock yet.
This is a poison for the weak. Only the strongest will survive it.
What does she have, life inside that bottle or something? Okay, this is just straight up fucking awesome. So empowering and beautiful, especially considering the way they use color and lighting to add to this drama. Super cool wordplay there. I didn't think this monster was made of ink before, but now that they mention it, Jason has been adding ink onto his arm and has been taking lives left and right. The ink monster is Jason. The ink monster is everything he hopes and fears, and I love it. And the ink monster is also Voss, but they are the same person, so. Love that Voss wrote out what Jason's probably thinking right now.
I'll pay 10 grand to the first motherfucker that get me Jason Brody's nutsack.
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
So, how the hell did Voss get the knife? Did Citra betray us and give it to him? Was it dosed with drugs to make Jay hallucinate everything we are about to go through? Is Voss and Citra just pulling a buck on Jason for their own entertainment? I don't have the answers, and Ubisoft doesn't give us any regarding Voss's fate.
Who are you, Jason?
Love that it flickers between the two of them, because at this point, what's the real difference between them? Voss pole dancing is the best thing I've ever seen. Okay, so that's just, weird to see brother and sister like that. Why is it a win, you may ask? Because it made me feel weird, okay?
It's gonna make a warrior out of you.
He puts up devil horns because Jason is fully giving into his biggest desires. We constantly associate gluttony with the devil and evil.
Pull the trigger. Come on, motherfucker. Pull the trigger! Let's go shoot me!
This scene is so surreal. What we are seeing is so make-believe and impossible, but everything we're hearing is so real. Voss wants that bullet in his head, and then throw in the beautiful theme of the game over it, one of the most memorable moments in gaming history.
Take me into your heart! Accept me as your savior! Nail me to the fucking cross! And let me be reborn!
And my god, what a performance by Michael Mondo. Like, Jesus Christ. Literally, and metaphorically. You know I gotta win the sauce. Fuck, I'm glad we have video games because the sweet release I felt as Jason stabbed Voss over and over again kinda scared me. The sound design is perfect and build up to this moment was so well executed to make it feel earned. It didn't matter what they did with Hoyt, there was no way to top this moment for the game.
Citra, I won.
But at what cost? Is Voss actually dead? We never see his dead body in our right minds, so Ubisoft leaves this Alice quote to give us the answer. Not satisfied with that? Isn't that funny?
You are so fucked, Jason.
Voss is dead.
With the way the game teleports us straight to the start of killing Voss and then bringing right back without any control tells me the battle with Voss was no more real than when Jason fought the ink monster. Like Voss said, you were so fucked. And with Jason finally killing Voss, he's finally become the monster that Voss was.
The Racket will miss you not being here.
Oh, will they?
Alright, that was pretty badass, Jason.
This bottle is empty.
I love the speech leading up to this moment, but Charles Malik Whitfield's performance of a drunk guy needing his bottle is too good.
I found my place. It's here, on this island.
Brian Tyler's I'm sorry, coming in to say it when Jason does not.
I'm joining Task Force 141 flight.
Tell Price I said hi.
You know it's illegal to buy or chew gum anywhere in Singapore? Gum is one of the great American pastimes. Those rice pickers are basically declaring war on Uncle Sam.
Thanks.
Jason just accepts his awful ramblings at this point. Another great Alex quote to match up with where Jason is at in his journey of becoming Voss. Or, if you want to get really cynical, Hoyt.
Holy shit. The crazy cock exists.
I'm amazed that after everything he's been through, this still surprises him.
Who do you work for?
Willis sent me.
How is he?
Love this. Sam really is the man, and nice to have around for the third act of this game.
I was promoted because of an accent.
Interesting parallel between the first two allies we meet on each island. Dennis and Sam both getting treated a certain way because of their accents.
Only Citra and the path must remain.
Though we swoop Citra from him, he's still our #1 supporter. This speech is a great reminder on why we hate Hoyt so much, in case you forgot.
Ah, yes, the Dresden Shuffle.
Which basically means lay low until you cannot any longer, and only then strike.
I am happy again.
I think we should make this customary way of describing our emotions to everyone, just as blatant as can be.
Meet me at the drug fields. I have a situation to defuse.
Literally.
You ready? Blitzkrieg!
Seriously. Am I winning this right now because the title of the mission is Deep Throat and I'm a child? Yes. Yes, I am.
Hobbies. Cooking, painting, movies, crystal meth. What are yours?
I like to hunt.
I mean, with all the hunting this game asks us to do, it's a very honest answer. But we all know that Voss and Hoyt are his real prey.
You don't see the 1, 2, 3?
Isn't that fucking amazing?
Fuck Hoyt, but Steve Cohen does such a good job at playing his crazy ass. That delivery is just mwah. It's not as relatable as Voss, but the childlike amusement he has about the eye contact helps.
Fuck.
Riley.
Well, Keith didn't lie, at least. He did get shot. Jason is quick on the fiddle and starts playing his role really well.
Riley Brody! Oh my God.
Sam realizes what's happening is quick with his fiddle as well and starts looping the cameras.
Look, just do it, okay? I can take it. Just...
I mean, if you're anything like your brother, I believe you. Instead of an Alice quote, our last one is from Arthur Lewis Carroll himself. On this playthrough, I was feeling really jaded for a while, just doing these things for what? It's not until I've taken time on the script that I feel I really understand this game's moral. Sam dies. Just like Grant, kinda. Surprise neck wound!
Look at that. We have the same cards.
Get it? Because they're basically the same person now.
Dealer's on the left, right? Guess he's sitting this one out.
Am I allowed to laugh at that?
Since you're a family man, one finger every time you lose. I think I'll start with the ring finger.
Poetic. We complain about QTEs, but they still make you feel like a badass.
You haven't checked up on your little brother, Riley. Where is he?
Sounds like Jason is channeling his inner Batman. Okay, Jason. And Jason kind of makes a cross with the two knives and very literally pins Hoyt to it. Hoyt died for Jason's sins? Okay, a little too far, too much of a reach, but still a brutal ass kill. So, I guess Jason was just able to kill all these guys. Don't need to know how he did it, and that's a win all on its own. Is that what I think it is? Oh my god, they're doing it. They're actually... This is the ridiculous kind of shit I live for in these games. Okay, they killed Dr. E. How could you ever side with Citra after that? Just some banging art direction right here. This is probably why they tell you not to take drugs. So that whole walk was a trip.
You are powerful on your own.
So, why do you want us to join you if being alone is what makes one powerful?
I can't come back from this. I'm a monster. I can feel the anger inside me. But I am still somewhere inside me more than that. Better than that.
Who remembers playing this back in 2013 when it came out? I sure as hell do. Sitting on my dad's floor with my PS3 hooked up to a CRT? I miss those days. Wake up and just run around the jungle all day, taking down outposts, hunting, and doing stupid knife-only runs. Once I got it for my PC, I was so in love with it I started installing mods to make the game more dynamic and harder and all of that. Younger Cam was a shill for this game, and even now, I still kinda am. And fuck, almost a decade later, the gameplay, graphics, and story all hold up amazingly. Far Cry 3 had the advantage of being the first game in its generation to really define what's to be expected out of an open world. So when it released, we weren't fatigued by the tower climb outpost grind yet. And even returning now, it's just as fun as it always was, even though we've done all these things in a multitude of different games. There's just an allure to Far Cry 3 that not all games have, and I want to give that credit to its story. The gameplay's fun and graphics are beautiful, but I think I speak for everyone when I say the best part of Far Cry 3 is its story and music. I mean, come on, when you first heard I'm Sorry while drifting in the water at the start, don't tell me you didn't get goosebumps and realize that you were in for something special. And that coming off the heels of the introduction of still one of the best antagonists in gaming. I know I jerked off I'm Sorry all video, but I just love that track so much. And that's to no discredit to all the other music, including the use of licensed tracks. It's all great, but sometimes that one track like Ezio's Family that you never forget. But back to our best antagonist, Voss. Voss. He's the first character we really get to meet and know. And Michael Mondo performs him perfectly. Funny, charismatic, electric, but also of the jungle dwellers is the one that makes the most sense. Or at least garners the most understanding. As we go throughout, we realize how much of a victim Voss really is. Hoyt lured Voss away from Citra and she gave up on him and helped orchestrate her own brother's death. Like what? Could you imagine your own family turning on you like that? I can't even pretend to know how I'd react to that. But seeing what Voss did in reaction, I get it. And that's the main reason we love him so much. We completely understand him, and he's smart enough to know everything that's going on with our PC Jason, as he falls closer and closer to being just like him. And Ubisoft knew the goal they had with Voss. They treated him with the respect he deserved. There's a reason he's the one coming back in the Far Cry 6 DLC and not Hoyt. Just compare the build-up to his death to that of Hoyt's. Hoyt's is over in like 30 seconds, whereas we get a whole trip with Voss screaming the truth at Jason. It's a beautiful sequence that, if the game ended after that, I'd be satisfied. Really, Hoyt's Island has about 3 hours of missions, and a hastily put together island doesn't have nearly as much detail as the first one. In a perfect world, we'd love to see Hoyt's Island cut and have all that time and resources poured back into the main island Voss's story. I would have loved that so much more because one of the themes of Far Cry 3 is that of family. Like, it's a damn shame we never see Voss and Citra come face to face once in the whole game. But I digress. Family and insanity. You can't have one without the other, no? I'm kidding. But when it comes to the story, my favorite part is the cyclical nature of everything. There's always going to be someone at the top and someone who wants to overthrow him. The question always remains, what are you willing to sacrifice in the way? Jason on his journey sacrificed almost everything, to being just as murderous as Voss, all the way down to working for Hoyt for a bit. I know that he did that just to get closer and kill him, but he still helped Hoyt just a little bit. Then at the end, he almost kills his friends because his ego has grown so large. To me, the canon ending is him not joining Citra. The whole game shows this cycle of violence, and I think it's beautiful that when it really came down to it, Jason was able to break the cycle. Sure, his friends are probably going to drop him after they get back, but we don't really need to worry about that. Just the simple act of him trying to be better, like he says, is worth it all. Because we can always come back from the worst kinds of things. We just need someone to help guide us. That's what happened to Voss. Citra abandoned him, and look at what he became. Hoyt? Well, that's just an example of being a product of his childhood. He was abused by his father, and after killing him, vowed to be better than him. Sadly, after all that trauma, he became better in the worst sense. It's just like what Voss said. Without family, who the fuck are we? And we see through Voss, Jason, Buck, Hoyt, and Citra many examples of who we become without family. Anyway, this game is such a blast. Just an absolute power fantasy you get to ride alongside with Jason. By the time you've maxed out Jason, you truly feel unstoppable, and I take no greater pleasure in this game than running through an entire outpost only using takedowns to liberate it. It's one of the few games that I don't mind turret sequences because when they happen, I just went, yep, and I expect no less. In the best way possible. When's the last time you played Far Cry 3? If it's been a while, go do another playthrough. It sits among my top 10 games ever and will probably stay there for a while. Comment down below your first Far Cry 3 experience. I don't always reply, but I do read every comment and want to hear y'all's experience with it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.